Good morning, good day. This is Lisa Marie. Okay, so you'll know where we're going, right? We are going on the doubles run because I gotta have my food. Today is the day. Hold on. Ah, la 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 la. Okay, today is the day that I go home. Yay! Like it's been wonderful. 3 weeks out of my home. It's been beautiful, but it is time for a girl to go home, and I need some doubles. So we're gonna pray together that the doubles woman is out there. I just need her to be out here this one more day. Just this one more day. I need some water. Hold on, I feel thirsty. Just this one more day. Pray, because I'm gonna get like five. I'm gonna get five doubles. Yes, I am. Where's my water? I need water. I'm gonna get five doubles. Yeah, five. I'm gonna get three for now. Oh yeah, because I'm gonna eat three. Hold on. I'm gonna get three for now and three for later. No, I'm sorry, and two for later. Ooh, I feel a little hot, and but I was liming last night. I didn't stay out too long. I didn't go to bed till 1 o'clock in the morning. That's the story of my life right now. But nothing like cold water in the Caribbean. Nothing like cold water in the Caribbean. So yes, I'm gonna go on this doubles run, and then I'm gonna come back in and put my plane clothes on. You know, my clothes that I ride on the plane. Yes, my eyes are so red. I'm tired. This is what happened. This is what it look. Y'all know what it looked like when I travel back and forth. What I'm happy about is that I'm going to be. I don't have to leave. I'm not gonna leave here till 11. So my flight starts boarding the plane at 3. That's when I like to be there. Boards at 3. I want to get there 3 hours early, so I want to get there at 12 noon because I keep forgetting if I got to go through customs now, but things are slower, you know. I just say, if you do international flights, get there to 3 hours. Get there 3. You rather have those 2 extra hours to be sitting there and you there. You want to make sure, even if you had to forgot something, have to come back and go. Like I give myself 3 hours of international flights, so I'm gonna get there at 12. I'm gonna leave here at 11. That gives a chance that even if it's a hour to get to the airport, which is not, but be traffic, it could be. So I'm just giving myself more than enough time. Like I always tell you, I'd rather be early than late. I do not run. I'm not trying. Well, I could run if I want to, but I don't want to. So, and this one makes good doubles. So, I mean, I think some of the best doubles that I've had is in St. James. Believe it or not, on Western Main Road, I feel those are some of the best Indian food. But she's good. Tobago, no, but that's not what they're famous for. I think Tobago's a black town. Tobago's a very special place. I'll talk about it more at home. And I think they should actually they shouldn't even have those other restaurants. They should only have the traditional foods. Traditional foods, the cuckoos, the callaloo, the provisions. That's what they're famous for. They're African foods, the plantains, even the fish and all that too. Yes, that's what, and people should come and know that they're going to eat Tobago style. But you want some rotis, you want some doubles, you want some good Indian, as my friend says, delicacies, Trinidad. I'll be back. I got us a whole thing for y'all about how this Tobago thing is about to get real lit, and it's about to be exploration and historical, and it reminds me of Samana. It reminds me of all the black towns that I've been to. It reminds me of Sapelo. And the same thing is going on with the land and the folks, and they're selling too. And I got work to do, and I'm very excited. But I'm gonna give it to Trinidad. I'm just gonna tell y'all, if y'all want some good Indian delicacies, y'all should come to Trinidad. But you want some good African food, Trinidad has that too. But Tobago, they put their foot in that cuckoo. That cuckoo. I'm gonna tell y'all. I feel like y'all take. Y'all want to ever like, oh, let's test to see if this is traditional Trinidadian or T&T food. Y'all should take me with you because my taste buds for the food is pretty freaking amazing. Don't sleep on me. Like I said, my first introduction for 2 years, and my first, and really at that time only. I'm just starting to have street food on this trip. It was by Miss Benningcool, Trinidadian granny, and so I had it going on. But I still do because I get to have the street food, which I absolutely love. So we gotta pray because y'all, I don't. What did I? Oh, okay, wrong place. I tell you all this all the time. I don't like being hungry. I don't like it. I don't like, and I like good food. I need provisions. I need lots of them. Okay. How y'all doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. Let's go out together and take our run. Like I said, I got my shorts and a short shirt on because it's hot. But when I leave, I'm gonna have my jeans on and a long shirt. You know, airplane. Y'all know. We've done this before, and we're going to do this again. But I'm excited about being home. I miss my car. I miss my car. I miss my bed. You know, my dog. I mean, I like all the beds, but I miss my bed. I just miss my life. You know what I'm saying? And I miss my friends. Okay. That's you, Janae. I miss a lot, and it's time to go. But again, 3 hours, not hours. Give me 3 hours. 3 weeks from now, I'll be back on the road. When I come home, hold on. You know what we do? Yeah. This is the routine. When I come home, let me focus. I'm going to be learning Spanish. It's all about the Spanish, and I'm so excited because, it gives me something good. Plus, I'm starting a new intensive, the confidence intensive. It's not too late. You got every intensive, you got till Friday. It starts Sunday, you got till Friday to buy the intensive, so there's still time. Yes, I'm definitely tired, but who cares about that? Nobody cares. I sure don't. Oh, is the gate open? Wow. That's a nice thing. I'm going to leave that right there. All right. Here we go. We're going to get us some serious doubles. I'm so excited. Yes, the double run. Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me put this around. Okay, y'all. So we switched back. Y'all know how we do it. But yeah, so it was great. Everything was great. This is the greatest trip ever. It was 3 weeks of wonder and joy and laughter and spirituality. To just see, if y'all have not seen the last video with my girl, Chrissy Gail Edwards, my sister, a powerhouse Trini woman. I wanted to give you a Trini vibe, and yeah, she is everything. Vibe, and yeah, she is everything. She, along with, I'm gonna say Clyde, thank you. He made my trip. He took good care of me the best way he could, and we are friends for sure. He is my brother, my brethren, and my girls. Thank you, Ariel, because you put it all together. Ariel saw me, watched me, was brave enough to call and say, hey, let's link up. And I want to thank you, sister, so much. And then you introduced me to Chrissy, and you both are powerhouses, and I love you both. Love you both. And them sisters got me to Tobago. Period. I'm tired. I don't know. End of something. Period. Okay, I'm tired. I'm a little, but it's a good time. It's been amazing. It's home. It's easy. Like I could come to Trinidad. Like there's places I still want to travel even in Trinidad. It's Toco. Toco is one of those places that I want to travel. I also, of course, went Haiti and Cuba. I want to go there. Grenada. Just throwing out the places that's in my life. A place called Dominica. Dominica. Most of the Caribbean. Like I'm American. I'm gonna do the Americans. We got our queens that's in Africa on the continent, and they're doing various countries. Not to say I won't do that, because next year I'm scheduled to go to Agadir, Morocco. I'm thinking about 2 weeks. That's a long time. But if the ancestors told me 2 weeks, then 2 weeks it will be. So Agadir, yes. Okay. Anyway, I got something for January. Like I was really debating January. I was like, because I know the first of the year, I got to start off the year traveling so it could set the pace. But I was thinking, I was like, I will miss the music, but I don't have to miss nothing. I can always come back. That's what I don't have the miss thing anymore. I know I can jump on the plane, and I know I got family and friends, so it's not gonna be a problem. Soon I'll be staying in Trinidad and Tobago for free. I'm gonna tell you that. So it's about to get there. So, yeah, so many things I could tell y'all, and I will one day. But this is home, and it's home. Period. So that's it. I'm gonna spend I'm doing my best. I got a plan for January and Tobago. Oh, yes. Hallelujah. Okay, nah, that's all right. Gal. I love the gal thing. But that's the maxi. The moxie toxie. No, I'm good, thank you. Yes. Okay, it's that time, y'all. It's the taxi time. So they're picking people up. I mean, it might be a little more than just the taxi. But nevertheless, let's look at her sign so we can have a moment of wonderful silence for this. Moms, doubles, and pies. This is the last day, and you get to witness it. Love ya. How are you? I went to Tobago. It was great. I had a wonderful time in Tobago.
You enjoy yourself?
Oh my God! Yes, sir. I enjoy myself so much that I'm going to go back real soon and spend like a longer time.
When you come back?
I want to come back in January and stay for the whole month. That's my plan.
So what you do over there? You study?
No, actually, you know what? I teach classes to women about life and health and happiness, and I do videos. So I went over there to relax, to show the world something different, introduce Black Americans to Trinidad and Tobago, to TNT, to big up the culture, to explore our Africanness, because I'm an African woman, and I want to show that.
Got up for your right.
Yes, that's right, brother. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. So thank you for inviting me to your wonderful, thank you for telling me about your wonderful country. I appreciate it. But I'm leaving today. I'm going back to the States. But more time, brother. Thank you. I'm going to get these delicious doubles. There she is. This is my last day. Yeah, but I had a great time in Tobago. I'm going back. I didn't have enough time. There was not enough time. But I'll come back, and I'm going to stay for like a whole month. So I'll be back soon. So I'll come by here too. But I have to get my favorite. I want 5 today. 5 doubles and 2 slight pepper, and the other 3 the regular way we always do it. Thank you, darling. Did you hear 5? I'm doing 5, 5, and 5. I told you this. Don't even look at me like I'm strange, but I tell you, Trini got the best doubles and rotis. Tobago, they got the best, like, they got the cuckoo and the callaloo and the provisions. Yes, all of that. But the doubles and the roti, I was like, oh no, I gotta come back to Trinidad. But yes, the food is delicious both places. I keep saying these are 2 great countries, but I keep forgetting you're one. But when you go to Tobago, it feels like a different place. It's like a different, it feels different. I love it. So yes, y'all, I'm gonna do 5 because I want 3 for now, and we'll eat it together. At least we'll eat 1. I wanna be full, and then I'm gonna take the other 2, and I'm gonna take them to the airport. I know you're rolling like she ain't even playing. I would get 7 and be no shame, but I ain't staying that long. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop at the place next door and just get a small piece of watermelon and also say goodbye to him. So we'll do that together because he's been very nice, and I should thank him for the gravel. Remember the gravel, y'all, that I took on the ferry? I should thank the brother next door. He's the one who told me. Actually, I still got 2 tablets. I'm taking them home with me, honey. No problem. Okay.
You taping?
Yes. I'm taping, yes. Yeah. Yes. So, yes, y'all, I am going to get a little piece of watermelon, and I want to thank him. Everybody here is so loving, so loving. But y'all going to be very excited about the next place. I'm only spending a week in my next country because, like I said, you pay for plane fare, and you got a place to stay. But see, once I go in these countries, I make friends. And so once you keep visiting places, like I said, soon a lot of my expenses as far as places to stay, it's going to be inexpensive. Plus, I'm learning more. And if I come back and I do Tobago, I got some work to do in Tobago. Let's just say I do a month, I got deals. I mean, the family I stayed with, they already let me know some stuff because they really, really like me. So that's all I'm gonna say. And I've realized too, most times it's better if you're gonna stay for a month, rent a apartment. You can rent. You can do short-term rentals for like a month or two, because it's way cheaper than trying to pay daily. So I'm learning all of that. I got some things for January. I will not be home because I'm already going to be home for the whole December. And I'm only going away for a week in November. I'm going to be craving. Okay? Yes, please. I'm gonna be craving travel. So definitely January. I'm trying to be going the whole month, just that 1 month. Okay, you ready? Thank you. Ah, can't believe it. No doubles for a long time. So yes, but yeah, I'm gonna go eat these. But so we're gonna go next door, and we're gonna get us a piece of watermelon, but a small piece. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful one, and I'll see you when I come back. Okay. Thank you. You too. Thank you, darling. You too. Take care, brother. All righty. Oh wait, I got it. Oh, are they open? Let me see if they're open. See if people
They're
are.
closed.
Oh, they're not open yet. Oh, I have to come by and say goodbye later. They open. What time do they open? Do you know, brother?
Yeah, no, but I just come all different hour.
I know it's true because we're in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Oh, I really wanted to say bye. I'll see if I have time. I'll see if I have time to walk back up the road. But let me show you these beautiful mountains. This is so dang gorgeous right here. Trinidad and Tobago. Busy in the morning. I know my sister talked about, she says, yes. It look like the cars are right next to you when you are walking down the street. She's like, they so close. I'm so used after traveling to a few different places. I feel more used to, because even in Sao Paulo, you are literally walking down the road. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's cars, and then you move to the side when the cars come by. And of course, the DR had that too. And here, and Tobago. So this is like almost, it's funny, like this is really how a lot of the world lives. You know, the United States is definitely different. I don't say better, I say different. Because I mean, you get used to anything and you kind of get used to this. I love it. This feels like a normal life. And the States feel like, you know what, I keep saying, I don't think I'm just the one. I mean, I'm exploring the black presence in the Americas, and I live in the U.S., so I went to Sao Paulo. So I don't have, like I said, the problem. I mean, yeah, things are effed up and racism, white supremacy, in the U.S., but I'm trying to figure, racism and white supremacy is everywhere. It's even in the continent of Africa. It is. You may look like it's all black people, but is it really black ruled? And if it is, who is it ruled by? You know, who are these black people, you know? So I ain't feel that feeling yet. Like, because I still feel like, good day, I still feel like any journey is an inner journey. So if you're not happy in one place, I don't think geographically, if you change the place, you're gonna suddenly be happy. You may feel joy. You may feel happy because you're looking around people that look like you, and hey, go get that mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong if you want to come, go, when you want to stay. If I just feel like I want the best of both worlds, and I'm going to create a life to make sure that I have it. You know, this January, it's about really some important things. It's about saving up money so that I can buy land in North Carolina with the house on it and all, and it could be an acre or two. I don't even want more than that, 1 to 2 acres. So I'm gonna travel, but I'm gonna travel in 2020 very, very smart, because let me see, are they closed too? I'm just too early. I want some watermelon. Okay, so that's where I'm at with that. I want to save. So another thing is, get this language down, Spanish, so I can go on to my second language, which I'm looking forward to as well. And what's the other thing? That's the other thing. But yeah, just being, and then my business growing and introducing, and definitely the retreat. I want to have, she don't even know, but she gonna love it. I want to have my girl, Crystal, like really teach a class on sensuality and sexuality when we do our retreat in Tobago. So yeah, I'm gathering my teachers, and so yeah, it's a great experience, y'all. It's nothing at all, nothing at all to complain about. Not a one thing, not one thing, not one. It's been a fabulous. I just thank you. It always follow spirit, not your inner, not you, so to speak, but your inner, deeper self that booked this flight. Don't listen to yourself. If you're talking negative about experience that you're about to have, don't do it. Don't listen to yourself, and don't listen to others, because there's always somebody else that will join you in your negative talk. So just know you are blessed, and that's it. Know you are blessed, and be a trailblazer. Be a trailblazer. Very important, you know. So yes, the beautiful Trinidad. Our last double run of I say our last double run of 2019, because I'm coming back. Oh, okay. This is wonderful. I just come in, I don't have to work through the gates, but I'm gonna assume that the gates are open, and oh, probably somebody's coming maybe to do something, fix something. I don't know. All I know is I'm hungry, I need food, and I put my smoothie stuff away, so that's the end of that. I'm not gonna pull that out. But I'm packed. Let me see, let me get my, I'm packed up. I just gotta take these clothes off and put them in, but I'll be ready. Yes, I feel like I travel a lot. Especially when I moved from New York to California, that's really started my traveling a lot, because I'm from New York, so I always wanted to go home. I would go home, and so I feel like I got the planes down pretty much. But let's sit down. Sorry. Now I'm like, no, that's the key. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Exit. No, you're a little tired, but no more than usual. Feeling good. Hold on, you know how we do it. Hey, y'all, I'm moving slow down. I have slowed down. Yeah. So yeah, I have some ideas I want to share with y'all. Oh y'all, and you know what? Make sure, and I got to do it too. When you hit the notification, that's why go out and look at your notification bell. When you hit the notification, make sure you say for all videos. It does ask you, so you have to tap again. It's like, I don't know why YouTube making it so hard, but I know they're trying to save on, I guess, transmitting that way. But anyway, if you're kind of know, oops, a daisy, hold on, I'm stuck. All right, I don't need this. And, I'm delirious, I need food. I ain't had a proper double in a while. And y'all know this is true. All right, so let's go get a plate. Ooh. Okay. So I got a little Tupperware. I'm gonna put okay, we're gonna start our feast. But yeah, so I was thinking that I know something about my travel and something that I like, right? And slight pepper. Does she label it? Yes. I think I'm not gonna do the slight pepper right now. But anyway, ah, thank you. Back to Trinidad. Today is especially good. Look, could that be? So, this is what I was thinking. Oh, it's really delicious. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. 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 Thank you, God. Thank you. I want to thank you, God. I want to thank you for this. Oh. Lord, have mercy. Thank you for loving me so much to have the doubles lady down the street to where I live. I want to thank God for that. I want to thank God for that woman and for blessing her hands. I want to thank God for that too. Okay. So the bread, I can see why people have this as a breakfast food, because the bread kind of reminds me of eggs. It's that she got to do like it's a way. My friend Claude was telling me. It's the way you gotta flip your hand when it's the way you gotta knead the dough. This is the secret apparently. And I don't have a spoon. She be kneading that dough. I was really seriously. Thank you God that she was there, because sometimes she's not. So Tobago was everything. Tobago was a black town. Tobago, y'all can argue with me on this, but TNT, let's have some real conversations. The fact that y'all call it TNT like it's one country, no, clearly, in my opinion, I think that Tobago's another place. It's another culture. It's a culture. It's a culture that maintained their Africanness, period. At Samaná in the DR, Palenque in Colombia, and Sapelo Island in the United States. I think that, and I've been hearing that they want to govern themselves. Tobago, they should. Y'all don't know what you have. You would benefit more to have them have their own, so we can preserve the culture. The dialect is even different. They sound different. It's not the same. It's different, and y'all gotta preserve that. Don't sell your land to these European developers. Y'all do the same thing that they learned in Sapelo. You control your own land and the resources and make people come to y'all for everything. You control the guest houses. A lot of the Tobagans got land and lots of land. They own land. It's the same thing I'm seeing. It's the same place I'm going everywhere. And Sapelo taught me a lot. And I'm here to any assistance they got to. And they do need their own status. Because it should be promoted in a sense almost as two different countries, but one is a culture. It is still your culture, TT. Trinidadian, Tobago is part of your culture, and you have to help in preserving it. I wouldn't lump the two together. They're two. Trinidad is beautiful in itself, but they're different. Tobago is about the African culture, and I feel like Trinidad too, because blacks, I still think probably dominate. We just don't see it as much, but it's not like Tobago. Tobago is known for its Africanness. It's a black town. It is a black community. It's a black culture. It's an African culture. Some people walk up like this. This is an amazing place. So it'll give you Trinidadians something to be proud of. Like, hey, this is our historic town that can maintain the African culture since the inception of slavery, in a sense, and after being free. The whole culture, you should, and I'm telling you, I should get rid of all that other food. It's not good anyway. And make people understand that this is a culture, and when you come here, you eat the food, you have the cuckoo, the kalu, the food of the people. It's different. And it's, yeah. It's a black town, a black country, and they should be self-governed so they can preserve their culture and get the status. I don't know what status they have, but they should have some type of status to preserve the culture. It's deep, y'all. It's not, I don't care what y'all treat. I love y'all. It's not the same. It's a different country. And and I didn't know that. I just said that right away. And then I remember my friend Clyde was saying, they've been fighting for that for years to be self-governed. It's not really fair to lump them together. They're not the same. And then you're taking away from the specialness that you have. You may be multicultural in Trinidad, but clearly Tobago is African. There's nothing else to say. What else can you say? And blacks have to be in charge of the tourism, have the guest houses. You're doing it though. Keep the land. Don't sell the land. Keep it and make money off the tourists, just like white folks in your country is doing the same thing. So this is what Sapelo Island knows. This is Palenque. Palenque is deep. In Colombia, they are doing it. They are self-governing. They get it. They're making money off their own culture, which they should, because somebody else will. But we got to keep that steady. These are amazing. Yeah, Tobago. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. I loved it. I more than loved it. I believe I can be an asset to the people. I want to be that in any way that I can. So I'm going to go there and I'm going to stay for a while. I'm going to stay a little longer than 2 weeks. I'm going to stay there totally. But I want to also do some other places in Trinidad, like Toco, which is in the countryside. So a lot of them isolated. It's wonderful. Well, that's my third one. Three doubles. And I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be a happy girl. I'm happy now. So, well, I would love to hear from the Trinis and the Tobagonians. Well, do you agree that Tobago should be self-governed? That's what they want. Do you agree the culture is different? Do you agree there has to be some preservation? It's not even advertised as a place like a black community, like a black. I don't understand why it needs to be advertised that way. Stop playing. Because that's what clearly when I came to Trinidad, they kept looking at me with my chocolate skin and my pride and my uprightness and my pride and my darkness. Y'all the ones told me to go. Y'all told me I'll be comfortable over there. Those are my people. Y'all told me. Y'all know too that's where the Africans are. You know too where that's the culture. You already know it's not the same. That's why you go there to vacation. It's not Trinidad, but Trinidad is dope in itself. I would when I do my retreats, I'm gonna do a Trinidad retreat and I'm gonna do a Tobago retreat. Two different vibrations is gonna attract two different kinds of people, and they both good. Like I said, don't get me wrong. When I know I want my Indian delicacies, I'm coming to Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? But when I want my African foods, I'm staying in Tobago. We have a different accent, y'all. The dialect is different. The sound, the cadence, and the way they walk. And this thing, like everybody's upright. It's just the most amazing. It's like this what? Like, mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. You cannot argue. Everybody, a lot of people are related because it's small. A lot of people are related, and most of the people are super chocolate. I mean, not no kind of like half, maybe, no. To the bone. They'll say Trinity to the bone. I'm going to say Tobago to the bone. African to the bone. They was not paying me no more. I was one of them. They was like, okay, she's a sister. You local? How many times I asked that? Am I local? A chocolate girl feeling good up in these travel streets right about now. Come to the Caribbean where everybody looks like you. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's not a big deal. And the Americas, South America, and all of the other stuff, which I'll be moving into. I'll be in South America on our next trip, and I'll announce it tomorrow. But yeah, we got it going on, and we got to know it. And it's different. I don't know why this thing. I can't even. I'm treating like my mind keep trying to say it's like one country. Then, but y'all told me it's one country, so I'm trying to put that in my head. But when you go there, you feel like you went to another country. You feel like you are leaving one country. You're getting on the boat, and you're going to another country. That's exactly how it feels. It's not. Yes. It's not the same stuff, and they both great, and but Tobago has its preserved culture and the understanding. Let them self-govern. This is something special. Y'all can say Africa really exists, and we have a place where, in a sense, it was unspoiled, untouched. That's why you cannot sell your land. You got to do what everybody else is doing. You make sure if anybody, them Europeans want to come to your country, they're going to have to come through you. They're going to have to stay in your guest houses. Yes, there's hotels and stuff. So what? That's not an authentic feel. It's staying with the people that's authentic. Make sure you control the food. Don't have all them nasty food. Food place wasn't good like this pasta. You don't need all that. Don't cater to the tourists. No, don't cater in a sense. Let them preserve the culture and let them come to your place as a cultural escape. An authentic African experience in the Americas. Make your food the primary food. That's why you come. You want some other food, go somewhere else. But they won't. They'll come for that. Another thing, your tourism is basically based on, Trinis are actually the biggest population of people that come to Tobago. More so than the Europeans. It's the Trinis that really, you got to be kind to the Trinis, because it's the Trinis that go to Tobago for all kinds of vacations, celebration, weddings, parties, the whole bit. Rest and relaxation. So, but you don't have a lot of Black Americans coming through, and Black Americans have money and they would love to spend it in Tobago, but it's not advertised as this experience. But it is when you go, the experience, you feel the Africanness. Like I said, okay, I get it. Y'all kept coming to me telling me I need to go to Tobago. I get it. I see why. Yeah, I look like it's the same. Yes, they dark. Okay, so if y'all know that, you have to allow Trinities. You should help them. You should help the Tobagans get that self-governing status or status. Sorry, because you got a little British thing going on. Y'all should really. I can help. That's all I can say. And then you still preserving your culture, but it's different. It's not the same. No way. But they both don't, because I haven't really finished exploring Trinidad. Trinidad, so many beautiful places to go, and it's special. It's special. So, but, I mean, the culture, if you watch some of the local television when I was over the years watching. They have their own performances, their festivals, their culture. They have ways of life, the way they do things. They have their own way of doing things that the Trinis do differently. It has to be respected, and because then it'll be preserved. I'm telling y'all need to help them people, because that helps yourself. Forget all the other food. Promote the food of the island. Promote the Africanness and tie it in. I don't see anywhere where you're saying like Palenque, Colombia, they are all about, we African, we're preserving this. It's about, you're not doing that with Tobago to me. You know it when you go, you feel it, but why don't you really make it that way? See, it's interesting how many, white folks is in Tobago and own up, the Germans own up a lot and built the hotels and stuff. It's because black folks have always been coming to Africa, let me talk about it, and seeing the people and loving, and it's not loving them, exploiting their beauty and their talent, their culture for themselves. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to travel to Tobago. They want it to themselves. But no, you have to come to Black Americans. That's why I put Tobago high on the list. It is, when I do this African heritage, we're going to be going to Salmon DR, we're going to go to Sapelo, we're going to go to Tobago, we're going to go to Palenque. I bet every island has that town. You just got to be smart enough to know how to preserve the culture and advertise it as what it is. It's Africa. It's a maintaining of their African culture probably from the beginning. And then how did they do that? Like my friend Clyde liked to say, you could look at it. When he first told me this years ago, he says a certain lineage. The people look alike. They look like each other. They look like me. They look like me. I look like them. Like, it's a lineage. Everybody's got to say, the dark skin, the whole bit. There's a maintaining of a culture. But you're not seeing it in a way. Maybe you are, but I don't know. Okay, I had 3 doubles, and now don't want to see a double till later on today. I have got my double filled, and when I go home, I'll drink green smoothies and eat lots of salad. It's the same old thing. We know it. Okay, so we have 32 people and 10 thumbs up. If you forgot, please thumbs up. Okay, hey Audrey, good morning. One more day is double torture. That's right, girl. You know it. Hey, good morning, Amara. Shelly says, good morning, gorgeous. Safe travels home. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching your travels in TNT. Thank you. You have definitely made this a place I want to visit. Yay! Beautiful rising, Lisa and everyone. Hey, Yapa. Good morning, Emma. Joyce, Lisa, you would make a good fashion model. Oh, I love you so much for that. I love you. Thank you. Faith in him says, good morning, good morning. Erica says, grand rising, grand rising. It's already sunny there. Girl, always beautiful in the Caribbean. Good morning, Monique. How you doing, darling? Erica says, okay, I missed that. Five. Oh, five doubles, girl. Yes. Monique left all out doubles for the road. Yes, 5 doubles. 5 is the number of grace. See, there you go, says Audrey. Are you going to Mexico? I would love to go to Mexico. Yes, that's on the list. Thank you for reminding me that Mexico is on the list. Thank you, Queen Lex. Absolutely, y'all. But thank you for the love. Good morning, Joyce. Hey, good morning, mister. Audrey says, here comes the torture. Yes. Morning pimping. You know it, Snuggles. Amara says, okay, so I found out what the YouTube notification issue is. Thank you. It shows up on the notification panel as Blackberry's Beauty is live, but when the live is over, it changes it to just a video Lisa has posted. Wow, I wonder what that's about. Thank you, Shelly. You have helped me so much Amara. Shelly says, you helped me so much in learning how to follow spirit and intuition. Oh, you have helped me to become comfortable with it. I truly appreciate you and so excited for your next steps. Thank you, darling. On YouTube, no more special alert sounds like in the past. Wow. Beverly, thank you, Amara. Beverly says, good morning. Good morning. Amara says, so if you're not already looking at your phone when on YouTube, when a YouTube is live, you will miss it. Isn't that crazy? The notification also shows up in your email instead. Now, that's true, associated with YouTube, but who really is checking their email? See, mine, I can see my emails come in on my phone, so you can connect it where you can get alerts for your email, because you're right. When I put up the video, then my email pops up and says that Lisa Marie or whatever is live. You're right. Hey, everybody says, you're making me hungry. Yes. Nicole says, hola, hola. Good morning, Lisa. Yes. Lovely lady. Thank you. Lisa K. Hey, I'm telling you. Tobago is Samana, is Palenque, is Sapelo, is St. Helena Island, is Beaufort County, it's not properly being because I I feel like white folks don't want you to know about it. Like black women, we got to think about where we spend our money, and since we have some, we should use it wisely. We should spend it in these communities that's going to uplift the people that look like us. It's so funny. Like I woke up today again, and I kept saying everybody's looking for Africans in Africa when you don't have to go that far. We were the same African, we here. I am that African, like I said before, I am that black Madonna you're going to Europe for. Why go to Europe? Your mama's at. You can go to Tobago, you can go to Trinidad, you can go to Colombia, you can go to the Republic Dominicana, you can go to all of the sea islands off the coast of the United States, off the southern coast. You could keep going. You can go to, I'm going to go to Grenada. You can go to Dominica. You can go to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm about to hit them all. Whatever one spirit tells me, that's the way I'm going. And we're going to keep seeing ourselves. Remember, more enslaved Africans were brought to Latin America, South America than the United States. But most black folks don't realize that. That's why we all shocked when black people speaking Spanish. Like, how did that happen? Thinking like they're mixed, and they're not. They're the same black people. We're speaking English. Somebody would look at us. They go to Africa, a country in Africa, and they see me. It confuses, why am I speaking English? And I'm talking about if you go to more of a remote place, it's going to look weird to them. You, as your black self, the English language is coming out. Stop. Don't look at Spanish as some other culture, or rather, as is a culture as far as, don't look at it as another race. Those black people, they're the same black people. You know, the idea that we in America are so stuck, especially on the colorism thing, the light skin, dark skin, the whole bit, but most people outside of America, or in the Americas, excuse me, are black and dark. We are not dead. They have not killed us. We still exist. That's because you don't see it. We still exist. And when you go other places, it's normal. And maybe those that are not in the culture don't understand, like, why is she so fascinated, or they might even say obsessed with color, or obsessed with being black, or obsessed, because we're not taught. Why are, in history class, are we not taught about all the other black people in the Americas? We know why. We're not really asked as a rhetorical question, but why? Why don't we know about Tobago? Why don't we know about Palenque? Why don't we know about Samaná and San Pedro de Macorís? Why don't we know about that? The countrysides of all these countries. Why don't we know? Trinidad too. I don't mind. Only people I know that go to Trinidad is Trinidadians. I mean, basically. I mean, when I used to go so much, the Trinidadians used to say to me in the States, you go to Trinidad more than we do. Like, I mean, we don't get to go like that. Like you... Why? Because we will be one, because we will know we're the same. Why hide the dark people? You don't think it's purposeful? That you never really show that? Like, even they show Jamaica, they show like this is what I see. When I was growing up and I would go into little supermarkets or bodegas or corner stores in the States, and they would show a picture of Jamaica, it was always this brown-skinned woman, the red woman, right? And everybody would be like, oh, that's what Jamaica look like. Oh, no, quite frankly, they look like me. And that, I'm going to Jamaica. I feel like, to me, out of all the islands, the ones that, and this is just based on Brooklyn, because there's a lot of Jamaicans in New York, and throughout the world, actually. I've never saw more African-looking people than the Jamaicans. But yet, that's not what the poster says. You seen the poster with the girl and I licking. Why she don't never look like us? She don't never look like us. But you see them videos somebody pick up and be like, oh, they look more African than the Africans. Same thing here, same thing in Tobago, same thing. But I'm saying that's not what's promoted. That's why I'm speaking up and saying not only are it's these black countries, they super black. It's important because that's not the face they put up. They don't put up the face that looks like me. They don't put up the face that the Tobagos, they don't put that up. They want you to believe that you're a minority, and they want the darker ones to feel the worst because that's what it is. What was I watching? I was watching something. It was a curry fest, and it was what country they was representing. It was, I can't remember, it was a Caribbean country. The blackest black people, and of course the president, the prime minister, whoever, the leader, he a white person. Like, what is this shit here? Like, we know this, or Haiti got the, what the, Haiti people black as black. You want to talk about some other black people? Oh, no, they chocolate as chocolate as chocolate. I can get there with them. I got to stay on the sun a little more. But they chocolate. I mean, this is freaking ridiculous. And everybody knows it, but nobody wants to talk about it. What I'm trying to tell you is you are the majority of the world, and you are definitely the majority of the Americans. So when you think to yourself, even me, to say, oh, in America, because that's what U.S. people will say, we are the minority. No, in the Americas, we are the majority. We are the majority. And most of them look like me. Most of them are chocolate. Very black, blacker even than me. Why is that important? Because you will never see it. If it wasn't so important, why do they hide it? Why you don't know about it? Why you don't know in the countryside and the DR what the people look like? Why you don't know? The countryside, they all black, black, everybody black, no mixture. You're lying, but you don't want to see it. Y'all know it, but you just live there, but you don't want to admit it. It's so crazy, but thank God I'm traveling and I'm seeing. It's important to see the original of you. They can't kill us. Because if you could see them, be like, oh my God, the black people are not dead. They didn't annihilate all of them. They didn't take them. If anything, they exploit them. They exploit them. But black people are getting smart around the world, and they realizing what they have and who they are. And if I can help it, they're going to really know it. You know, I love it. The other thing is funny, I was watching this thing about Palenque, Colombia, and it was this picture. If you go look up Palenque, Palenque, Colombia, it's the black preserving their black and African culture, a town off of next Cartagena. Cartagena is where most of the black people, a lot of black people are in Colombia. And they had this thing, and I got to look at it again, but the sister was saying they got this brother with a face on the wall. And the brother has looked like me, to be honest, just like me, African nose, no dark skin. And they had it. Now I don't know if that is like literally, but they had it like you can't stay in this town if you don't look like that. If you're black, but they say your nose was a little straighter or you looked a little mixed, then you had to stay in like the small town or whatever, Palenque. The only the chocolate ones, the darkest, the ones that look the most African could stay in that part. And I don't know if that was something that used to be, that it's not true now, because I don't even know if there's places to stay in Palenque. But just the idea that, why did they do that? Because they saw the erasing of the black, of the chocolate, of the darkest one. This is all of our history, black people, no matter what shade you are. My way of thinking is not crazy to keep saying, but yeah, y'all, they're not just black, they're black. Very important. Don't miss out on this important lesson. We do exist. We here, and if we knew that, we can keep making it. Can you imagine we be with each other, mate with each other, love each other, continue to make sure that we exist as African people. This we were taken from the coast of West Africa. That's why we look a certain way. If you don't look that certain way, that's okay. There's mixtures. We know there were mixtures. We know about enslavement, but some people wasn't mixed. And that's the lie they tell you, well, all of us are mixed. That's not true, and that's all I'm saying. What's wrong with saying it's not true? It's not true. We're all not mixed. There's some of us that still are African from the way we looked when we came. They're never mixed. And there's some of us that were forced to look, and we know why we look the way we do. It is, I was there, so it don't even matter. And I'm going back. I'm going back to stay in Tobago. I've been called on the deepest level, and I got work to do, and I need to go. I want to bring y'all more when I go about the culture, why they have these festivals of preserving their culture through their dances, through their poetry, they even got skits and theater, and they act out scenes. They preserving the African culture, the whole enslaved, y'all. Yeah. 40 people, 18 thumbs up. What we gonna do, y'all? We can do better than this. Let's get them thumbs up because, you know, a girl is really speaking. I'm telling you, you have to big it up. You have to recognize. And don't be surprised when a chocolate woman who in her own country don't always feel noticed, that when she goes to a place and everybody looks like her and the same complexion, you can't understand what that feels like unless you have experienced in a very dark body. And I love somebody say, to me one time, well, there's even people darker than you. What does that mean? Yes, there is, but I'm black as black. Like, nobody ever called me anything but, no, they never said, oh, she kind of light, she's brown. I ain't never heard that in my life. I've never been described as anything but black. The black one, black. They know nobody. No, it's never happened. It's never happened. Even the Trinity say that you're going to like it Tobago because they dark, very dark like you. They consider me, even in Trinidad, very dark. But it's not a diss. It's like that, right? Don't you want to be with your people? Like, don't you want to hang out with people that look like you? Like, yes, I do. Okay. I love that the Trinities gave me that. Like, I thank you, Trinidad. You gave me that. You wanted me to go to Tobago. Y'all told me this for years. They look at me. Even the brother at the store that I get the watermelon, he said it. He said, they talk like you. They talk like you. He said it in that low, but they talk like you. Need to go over there, girl. Y'all don't get it. But y'all do. The ones that get it, get it. The ones that don't. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just not going to be erased anymore. And you cannot erase me, anybody, because I know what we really look like. And I know what we really look like around the world. And all this other stuff is a lie. America's been, especially, oh my God, these Europeans are the number one black Americans. We done? Not, okay, yeah, we done. A lot of us are done. I mean, the whole thing with the case and the cop that shot the brother, and they all, the white woman, they something wrong with us. I mean, we know what's wrong. We know why we love them more than ourselves. We know why. But if you start traveling to places where everybody look like you, I'm saying, this was a woman that used to write for Essence Magazine. Her name was Gwendolyn Goldsby Grant. I don't know if she's even still alive. And she was a powerful woman. And this is like in the 80s. And I remember somebody, you would write her questions and ask a question, she would answer. Somebody asked her, I don't feel good about myself as a black woman. I don't always feel as beautiful, especially in a Eurocentric society in the States. How do I? This woman was yellow, very, very light skinned. Gwendolyn Goldsby Grant. Look her up. She said, no matter what complexion you are, whether you brown, you light, whatever, get a picture of the blackest black woman that you can find and put them, and black men, but for women, especially women, and put them all over the house and look at it every day. And you will start to feel better about yourself. Do you understand that the image of a black woman as a chocolate woman or a black man as a chocolate man is good for all black people? She is a psychologist. This is a lettered woman, if you will, that's telling her advice is to put the blackest of the black picture and watch yourself, no matter what complexion you are as a black person, feel good about yourself. That's a psychological thing. When you see it, you start identifying with pretty and in a different kind of way. It won't naturally be the Eurocentric look or the little bit of, just try to take out that color. How many people, what's the airbrushing, even all the lights in the YouTube videos? I don't even be knowing which ones are dark skin until you see them in person, be like, oh my God, you're dark skin. Like, I couldn't tell with all the damn lights. There's nothing wrong. Don't worry. Adjust your goddamn camera. We show up. Look real hard. You can see us. I mean, this whole thing is a lie. And I keep showing y'all. People, I never get the person got mad like you're putting a camera in people's face talking about, look at these black people. Why do you think I was doing that? Because nothing says look at these black people. I don't know who run the DR, but I'm sure they don't look like me. But I'll tell you the people do. And they know they black. Jesus said it to your time. I love my black color. I know who I am. I mean, what are we doing here? It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever witnessed. And when I see us not wanting to, so I'm going to, as a dark woman, I'm traveling as a dark-skinned black woman. So we can get clear. If you don't like it, you might want to get out of this one. Because I'm having an experience that I've never had. The experience makes me feel better about myself, makes me feel good. So I need to express that feeling to you. You've been lied to. You do exist, and you exist in large numbers. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that right there. Yes, good morning. I am well, as are you. I see. Yes, Monique. Yep, says Candy. Ayana says, good day, beautiful, good day. Amara says, yes, everyone is not mixed. Thank you. Monique says, I had this conversation with a very closed-minded coworker about how many countries are black dominated. That's right. I know she wasn't ready for it, was she, Monique? Antoinette says, great rising. All feels so good to be starting this wonderful information with you. Thank you, sharing this wonderful information. Thank you. She transitioned last year. Oh, wait, who transitioned last year? Wait, I mentioned, oh, she did. Oh, Gwendolyn Grant's go, oh, I felt the leaving of her. That was a powerful sister. Shannon says, just joining. Bless up, queen. That's why I'm going to Jamaica, Shandice. I'm going to be there. Yes, ma'am. They do not want us to know how dominant our people are across the world. I always say that we are everywhere. Everywhere, and not that even everywhere where you got to go. Like, you know, like I said, my girls in Egypt, which we know these not the original the Egyptians, and you got to look for the black people. You ain't got to go that far. You can go right to the islands. You're right there. What is the difference but the English speaking or the Spanish speaking? But it's the same Africans. That's the part. That's the part. That's the part. It's the same. It's the same look. It's the same color. It's no different than if you went to the continent. As far as the color, it's just the language is different. It's actually the language you speak. That's the part that gets me. The search to go to Africa when Africa is in the Americas. Africa is in the Americas. I'm going to push that to y'all. You can enjoy it and love it, and they'll love you. They would love to see black American women, because some of you black American men, y'all go to these countries, but I'm going to leave y'all alone. But I don't know, okay, I'm going to leave y'all alone with that one. I just wish it was deeper. I wish I could go to Colombia and the DR and Brazil for something other than you know what you're coming for. But not all of y'all. I don't know. I've looked for a YouTube with a brother that wasn't coming for that. I didn't see it. So anyway, let's leave that alone. Sisters, you got money and you need to spend it with your people. And the Caribbean is not that far away. The Caribbean is beautiful. It's beautiful. The Caribbean, even the Curry Fest, all that, they like to be, oh, we all one, and like we promote like the Caribbean's one, like all the Indians, the Syrians, and this. You the majority. Maybe except for like Guyana. You Africans is the majority. And we need to promote the Africanness of the islands as one. Okay, that ain't gonna happen, I understand that. But I'm gonna put my little bit in. And when I take you on retreat, you're gonna be like, this girl right here, this was the most unique experience. Nobody's saying, let's do a retreat and let's go to 3 or 4 different countries and let's go to the African towns like Tobago, the whole country. Like Samana, like San Pedro de Macorís, like Polanque, like Sapelo, like Jekyll Island, like St. Simons. Let's go. Although, yeah. And there's more. And I'm going to find them. I'm going to do Peru, too. Afro-Peruvian. Yes, I'm doing it all. I'm doing it all. If I got life, God willing, inshallah, I will get to all the places, and you will see the same thing over and over again. And when I come back taller than I ever was, like I'm about to forget walk like a goddamn Egyptian, walk like a Tobagan. That's the Tobagans. Okay, walk like a Tobagan. I mean, oh my God, now I know why people thought I was there, because my friend explained, it's more than you got. You don't walk with that like, you walk like this. They told me, you do that normally, because my mother put that in us. So that's why they think of you a Tobagan, because no, y'all, it's not just the color. They all stand upright. It's a erect thing we got going on. What? What? Oh no! Tobago. I know them. I know them white. Everybody want to be us, but us. Everybody want to be around us, but us. And when you get a black person that wants to, everybody think you crazy. And let me tell you, just another thing: dark women like dark men too. We would love to date dark men. That's why I was over there. Did you see the cutie? I didn't know, it was just a friend. It was a brother on the beach that sculpted me and gave me a nice massage. It was wonderful. I was pampering myself. You better go back to all them videos that you didn't see because you're not getting a notification. Just go down to the page, my page, and start clicking down. My black body was revered. My black body was stopped. The presence. I was loved and pampered by the children, the men, and the women on the Tobago beach of Store Bay. What? I swam in nylon pool and did a sand scrub bath, or what you call it. It's wonderful, and I'm gonna do it everywhere I go. Oh my God. Let me stop. These people, like, I'm trying to tell you, I get it now. No, y'all was really saying so. Y'all met in every way, because I don't have that, like, I'm Black American, but my mother always told us, your head high, you walk like you somebody. Like, I know who I am. Do you know who you are? So them Tobagans too. Do y'all understand? Y'all can't understand coming to Trinidad for so many years, and every time somebody used to be like, Tobago? No, no, no. You sure your father's from Trinidad? You sure he not from Tobago? That's what they used to say all the time. You sure not Tobago? You need to get to Tobago. Like, they look like you. They dark like you. But my friends say no. They move like you. They have that pride, that little thing. Like, they walk like this, the men too. Everybody is like, somebody standing up. So when I grow a few inches, when I get back to the state, you're gonna be like, girl, you look tall. I'll be like, yes, girl, I got my life. Because I got my pride. Because I know who I am. 40 people and 21 thumbs up. I don't understand it. I understand. I'm talking about us. I'm bigging us up. Thumbs up for you. Thumbs up for your people. I'm talking about us. I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about us. Don't let me be doing my teeth sucking, Caribbean teeth sucking. It's actually African, to be honest, and we can go into that as well. But anyway, I need to learn my Spanish or relearn or brush up. I need to get my Spanish on because I'll be going to do. You kind of already know because I mentioned it 1,000 times in this video, but tomorrow's the day. I will fully announce it, and I'm so excited. I'm not only going for a week, but if I love it, I'll come back again. Okay, and that's why I'm going to Jamaica. So now we can see the brown girl on the goddamn liquor Budweiser poster in your local bodega is not just the only Jamaican. They look like me, but y'all kind of already know that. It's funny. I remember when Shabba Ranks came out, and how Black Americans and all the comedians, ugly Shabba Ranks. Shabba Ranks is not ugly. That's a nice looking brother with beautiful African features. But we so jacked up. We don't even understand what beauty is. Like, I just go back to all of that. And I know when I go to Jamaica, I already can look at this face right now, especially I got a roti now. I got a double roti face. They going to be like, you want a wee, right? I'll be like, yes. I already know. Yes. Okay, now, yes, Shonda, I'm going to Jamaica. Jamaica got to go. Thank you. So, Ayana Howard says, thank you so much for sharing your personal experience. I admire you for this. Thank you. Monique says, say that. Everybody wants to be us, but don't want the Black experience. That's right. How is it that they see the beauty of our skin, lips, hips, etc., but some of us find it hard to appreciate ourselves? Crazy. Exactly. Maybe it's not us that's watching. Maybe it's not us that's watching. Tell me what you mean when you say, maybe it's not us that's watching. When you say, what does that mean, evolve nowadays? I would love to know that because I know it's something profound, and I would love to know what you mean. Monique says, all last week I wore my hair in twist out fro, and I swear every white person I came in contact with complimented my hair. I found that very interesting, yes. Oh, the no thumbs up, that's a very good point. Thank you, Queen. I got you. See, but you know what Evolve Day is working on? Manifesting better finances to be on board with your retreats. Yes, but you know what Evolve nowadays? I think it is Black folks watching too, mostly. I think Black people are very afraid. They're afraid that I think some Black people are thinking that I'm separating Black people by complexion, and I think that they're very leery to sign up for that. But I'm not. I'm actually saying that I'm telling you that what I'm telling you is most of them look like me more. And that might be hard for some even other Black people to swallow because it scares them. Like, we're not doing that reverse racism or reverse colorism thing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm telling you, I'm stating a fact. And I'm telling you, as Gwendolyn Goldsby Grant, and now the ancestors said, you must get that Black one because that's why you don't feel good about yourself. Because everything tells you that everything, just that little bit, just if you take out that chocolate just a bit, make it a little mocha, make it a little cafe latte, make it a little cappuccino, then you know because in the United States, that's kind of what is the thing. Whether you're getting a job, whether you're trying to get a man, but then you go to these places and you go, but oh my God, the dark, and then you think that you start going as a dark person, well, where are all the dark people? Think about it. If you turn on your TV, if you open up a magazine, even if you look in a newspaper and look in Homecoming Queen in Louisiana or Miss America is still biracial and you're calling her black, I'm not saying she's not, but let's face it, it's kind of not fair. Then maybe you too are kind of not really thinking that you are special or that you think you're the minority, even your chocolateness. And then you go out in the world and you start seeing, they just not black, they super black, they blackity black, they blacker than black, they black like this, like they black like this, they're black. And that does something to you as a person who didn't always feel that. So I think that black people are afraid too. They're afraid to hear what I'm saying and afraid to admit and understand it. It's too scary. I'm telling you that Jamaican woman on them posters when I was growing up as a kid in the stores, that's not what they look. Most of them look like me. And that's just the truth. And I saw that in Brooklyn. I saw that in New York. I was like, oh, the Jamaicans, okay, y'all stand out. Like, y'all Nigerian. Like, y'all Nigerian and Ghanaian, and I can see it, and I can see it clearly, and it's no doubt about it. But that's not what you're going to see. That's not what's going to be represented. So, yes, that's why I can see that, Lisa Marie. Just a little light makes you better, especially according to American Society. Thank you, Monique. Absolutely. Shanika says, Grand Rising Queens. Glad I caught the live. Can't wait until I get to travel. I hear there are black people all over Central America. And the Caribbean. Oh, yes. Blackity black. That must be hard. Like, we're going to DR and be like, see, they're mixed. And then they get away with it. I'm telling you, you know why it's a dangerous thing to keep saying that we're all mixed? Because the DR shows where that goes wrong. If they promoted themselves as a black country or even an African or African retention, if they really promoted Samana or San Pedro de Macorís or La Romana, they don't understand that the tourism would actually be better because most people want to have an authentic experience. But because they're so afraid to admit the blackness, that everybody on the countryside is black, all the poor, mostly people are black, most people in Puerto Plata are black, like that would just, no, it's to keep showing her. Keep showing her with the little bit of brown in there, a little bit of features. She got black in her, but is she really black, right? It's a lie. I was there. You saw Jesus, he's black. You would never put him in no mixed category. Yes, there's a culture of being with, native, of course, all of that, but it's not what you think. And like I said, if I hear one more black American be like, because we're all mixed anyway. Who all? All them people in South Carolina? Them South Carolinian people that look like they came off the African boat yesterday? What people you talking about? Queen Quet, she mixed too? It's so stupid. It's like it makes me mad now. No, we're not all mixed. And there's nothing wrong if you are. But why can't it be celebrated to be pure? The natives do. They go by the tribe. How much? The more Indian you have, the more reparations you get. Why can't black people be proud of the more black we are? Why can't we celebrate that? Because that's a purity. There's nothing wrong. It's not that you're impure. And that's what pisses me off. Like, why can't that be like? We should have something. Okay, so you are 100% black. Like something to say. This is the ownership of your land. Look at Palenque video. I'll link a video of how they explained it. I just, I gotta go though. I gotta go. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm still on. Okay, I gotta go. I love y'all. Jamaicans' fault for letting that be the standard of beauty. That's you know what? It's their fault and not their fault. It's the Eurocentric, because all these countries are black, but who owns it is white. And I think that was set a long time ago to make you hate your dark skin and your dark self. That was a long time coming. Most of the countries, and when I first came to Trinidad, so many people were talking about they were Spanish and this and that. They was blacker than me. It's a craziness almost that they couldn't even see, except for they wasn't doing that with me. When I come around, they would say they was African. Because when you're proud, most people would be proud. So I think that in a way, I can't really say I'm going to blame Jamaicans for that, because I think a lot of the countries promote that browner, lighter woman as the standard of beauty. Because it's happening right here in the U.S. too, or in the U.S. when I get back to it. So I'm not gonna like really, I get you, Snuggles. I'm gonna say, I think it was bigger. I think when colonizers came, or when they colonized Jamaica, they probably was so scared. I mean, them some strong people. I think they was like, this is so black, and they got magic, and we scared. We gonna have to squash this Africanness right now. Like, I could see that Jamaica scared them to death. These are some strong maroon fighting people. I would never put them in the docile, but yes, they drank the Kool-Aid too. But I mean, then I know a lot of rosters, and I feel like, and okay, except for the ones that live off white women, but yeah, you got to eat. So I guess I'm gonna leave that one right there. It was another story. Yes, yes. So, but I hear you though. And she wasn't Jamaican. If it is that famous Indian-looking girl in the poster, you're talking. She was from Guyana. Smiled. The photographer just liked the look. Yes. Well, no, I'm talking about ones that maybe not necessarily the one girl. Not necessarily the one girl. I'm talking about, no, they were posters that's like, come to Jamaica. Unless you're saying that the Jamaican posters that say come to Jamaica is a Guyanese woman, that's fine. Then then I tell you how sick then, okay, now I'm going to get on the Jamaicans. If you talk about a poster that says come to Jamaica and they got the Guyanese Indian woman on the cover, then why you allow some bullshit like that? Because I would want somebody to at least get an Indian from your own damn country. But I'm talking about the ones that say "Come to Jamaica." Those, because those are the specific ones. I'll show you some posters when I see it, and we'll evaluate. So, yes. So yes, Lisa. Black people don't like that. Yes. Kenny says, I'm so proud to be blackity black and be from West Indian parentage. Yes, Queen. Sheila says, Lisa, good morning. Thanks for always keeping it real. Safe travels. Thank you. Shonda says, only recently more darker features are accepted in the pageant world, like Davina Bennett and her afro. Yes, I'm so glad, Shonda. Shonda said, you are so right, because we want to go where we are, where we can see ourselves. We thirst for that. Yes, safe travels. Thank you, Audrey. Don't like this themselves. Yes, Joan says that the beauty standards are changing in spite of, yes, the bleaching trend. I agree with you. How long are you going to, okay. How long am I going to blame, as long as black people are not free? That's what I'm going to blame. So, but I know what you're saying. You're saying celebrate our purity. Yes. Too many discrimination. Yes. I know what you're saying. So you're saying that at some point black people have to take responsibility for their own colorism, and that we are perpetuating that which was presented to us a long time ago. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. But I'm not going to excuse them either. I'm not going to do that. So if you're looking for me to do that, I love you. I know you love me. We could beg to differ. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to excuse them. But I will totally agree with you that it is our time. And I think that that's what I'm doing. I think that I'm not just blaming. So if I blamed, I sit on my couch like everybody else do and talk about places they ain't never been. I'm showing the people themselves and let the picture speak for itself. Let the video speak for itself. I think I'm doing a lot to uplift our people and uplift myself in the process. So I would not say that I'm just so good on videos blaming them. I'm saying this is a problem. And when I go a place and I see it, I'm going to show you the problem. But I agree with you that we cannot explain and not look at ourselves and start doing the repairing. But do you understand the woman, Gwendolyn Goes, she told you one way to do it. Put your images of yourself in your home and surround yourselves around that black purity, because that's going to make you feel better. So when you say there's other black people, like you said, it is changing. Like to say there's Jamaicans that I'm sure that are very proud of their color, just like Dominicans, and I showed that. I'm showing so many angles of it. So I would disagree that I'm going to keep blaming them. I'm going to blame them till they're not the ones to blame. And you know that they are. So, I mean, I'm not trying to stick up for black people why we sick, crazy, and in love with white folks. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you that it's still an effort, because they're still continually putting out images to make us make sure, they might be having that pride again. Do you know my mother told me that she remembered when we started getting rights during the civil rights movement? And it would say it loud, I'm black and proud, and black people were embracing their Africanness, wearing the dashikis, the hairstyles, being proud to be black. And it was like the society at large, those folks that you say I'm blaming, the society at large comes together and be like, hate yourself, more images of people that don't look like you, put drugs in their community, destroy them, because the biggest threat to a capitalistic society is black pride. So no, it is a constant. So until they continually stop doing it, that's when I'll stop. So I'll let you know, that's when. But to sit here and think that it's happened a long time ago and it's not still happening is really ridiculous in my book, in my opinion. I love you though. I love you. Yes. I know that's right. You are 100% uplifting as well as bringing awareness. I love you for that. I really do. Thank you, Ayana. You are showing us under a microscope. I hope that's a good thing. So no, how long? I'm surprised you said that, Queen. I love you though. And I want to be there with you. I want to be there with me. You know, continue to have your opinions. It makes me think. But do you think this is like some things they did before? Oh, they made us think that, but they're not involved anymore. They so goddamn involved. You got to listen to Francis Cress Welsing, our ancestors. It's called Racism, White Supremacy. It is the fear of the white European culture being annihilated. So they want to, no, it's still scary. It's even more scary because people are realizing that people of color are the majority and the rule. And that is like, oh no, they might actually know there are more of them and what if they got together. So no, it ain't like it's over. Don't blame them. It's still, when I see people that don't look like the Haitians or people that don't look like people from Jamaica be the prime minister and the head of da-da-da-da, that says something. Now don't get me wrong, the dark-skinned ones be corrupt too, because they're still part of the system. How long are we gonna keep blaming them? Until that we stop having corruption in every black nation around the world. Because the black people you see be puppets anyway, ruled and controlled by the white minority. When I'm gonna stop? That's when I'm gonna stop. I love you, but I can't, yeah, that's when. That's when. This ain't over, ain't no new shit, ain't no old shit, it's still going on. Okay, I'm getting tired. True, says Monique. True Peace says black pride, black knowledge, black beauty is feared. Yes. Ayana says no disrespect to the person who sent that comment, but when black Americans talk like that, it's just clearly because they are not fully aware of what's really going on in the world. Open their eyes. I agree. Wellness says I cannot be a black person complaining about what you are talking about. Wake up, people. Yes. It's like the dialogue. Let's do some pushback. How do Europeans get to the interior? Okay, I like this dialogue. Yes, and I love you for that. That's why I always say, Snuggles, you know I love you. And I love you getting the dialogue. She's a good question. I felt you on it because it was a great, because I agree. I agree with Snuggles though. No way. She got a point. That's what I said. She got a point. When we going to just realize that if the game is out there, why we keep playing it? When we going to realize that we got to control our own images? I think it's happening. I think the sister's right. I think it's changing, and I think more videos like this, more of us traveling. A lot of us travel. There's a lot of black people that go to Colombia and do not go to Palenque. There's a lot of black people that travel to the DR and will never go to I never heard of Samaná. You know what I'm saying? Or San Pedro de Macorís, or all other places. There are a lot of black people in America that will never go to the Sea Islands because we either don't know or we don't want to know. So it's my job, I believe, I would like it to be, to bring those to us so we can remember. Because you're right, Queen, we're gonna have to fix our own problems. That's what she's saying. When we gonna fix our own problems? Yes. All right, I love y'all. Let me go, because now I'm late and like I'm behind, and look at my suitcase. We got to go. But I pack. See, I'm packing way better. Do you see them folds? Let me close this up. I want to get everything ready. Because y'all, I love it. I had a great time, but I really want to go home. Okay, it's our responsibility to take responsibility for ourselves. Yes, Evolve. Safe travels. Thank you. So ladies, if you liked anything, 47 people, 37 thumbs up, that's pretty dang good. I'm feeling that right there. If you like anything I said and you want to consider donating to the cause so I can get to these countries, please do. Please do. I would really appreciate it. You can use my Cash App, my PayPal. You could actually join the Patreon group, which I'm gonna post when I get back home this week. You could join the next intensive. This intensive that started yesterday, $97 confidence. This is what we're talking about. Join my class. That'll help you a lot. And you can also go to my website and get those discounted, but it's not really a discount, you know what I'm saying? And also, did you love the Queen yesterday? Did you love Chrissy? That is that when I did you notice I was falling back, like I was sitting back. I'm so proud. She broke down in her Caribs, the Africans. When I got people like her, I don't need to say a lot. And I love that. All right, y'all. I'm full. I love y'all. Safe travels. Thank you, Sean. This don't expect for someone else to do. Yes, because you will spend a lifetime waiting. Go ahead, girl. Rosa says, good morning. Safe travels. Thank you. She rocks. Didn't she rock? Yes, Candy. Did you get that Trini love? That girl. That girl right there. Love her. And I love y'all. Thank you so much for allowing me. Y'all know I'm a warrior spirit. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. My friend Clyde, I gave it to him. He said something to me. He said, you are very courageous and you are very brave. And for a woman coming into these countries basically by herself and promoting what you are, the only thing we could do is to stand behind you and support you in every way we can, even if it's just a prayer. Praying for my safety, praying for my protection, and praying that I live the work of my ancestors. That's what I need from y'all. Support, prayer, and courage and encouragement. I am. Thank you. When he said that, you are so brave. And we need to sit back and look at this. You doing what others have not or will not have done, and some didn't make it, and some did. But I can't not do it. I can't be quiet. It's too hard. It's too hard. Yes. Oh, Church Avenue, Brooklyn. Oh, they're amazing in Brooklyn. Thank you, because my sister lives in Brooklyn. Beverly says, join the intensive. When they say, what is the name of her show? It was an article that used to come out in Essence, but her name is Gwendolyn Goldsby Green. Oh, no. Oh, it's called She Was a Carib. You talk about Christy. She Was a Carib. It's on a platform, a podcast platform called Anchor, Anchor. She Was a Carib, all one word. Thank you. Yes, and thank you. I remember that when I go to Brooklyn, because my sister's right off Church Avenue. Her podcast, yes, that's what it is. He ain't never lied. Thank you. He saw that. He was like, let me put some respect on this girl's name, because she in it, and she ain't apologizing to nobody about nothing. Yes. When I come to Brooklyn, I'll check it out. That's very nice. I love it. You like, girl, you can get your double fix now. You can get it. You can get it in Brooklyn. I'm going to say Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Always funky fresh. Brooklyn's in the house. What? Brooklyn. Always funky fresh. Brooklyn's in the house. Okay. To all my Brooklyn Nights, I love you. I'm coming home too. I promise y'all. Okay. A fix it is. Yes, right? I'm coming home. And when I come home, I'm doing a meetup. Yes, a meetup. Yes, Brooklyn. All right, y'all. Don't let me be late, honey, to that airport. Mwah. Love you. See you in the next video. Peace and blessings.